Hello, hello. Welcome to another vlog. Today we're in Morpeth, Northumberland. Place of my death, or near death. Let's go and revisit this quaint Northumberland town where I very nearly took my last breath. Find my way out of this train station first. I feel like I'm going to the bowels of hell. Historic market town. Heading into the town centre here. Quite an impressive looking building. Morpeth Court. Interesting fact from Wikipedia, Morpeth's name is traditionally thought to mean murder path. While the specific murder that gave rise to the name is no longer known, it's a place name with a connection to violence or death. Quite relevant to me, considering I nearly died here, like. Has a name of violence. I'm quite impressed with that though. It's a beast. Old church with the correct time. It's the River One's back, which about a decade ago, in fact it's happened twice, but these banks, the water rose and flooded all these houses, which must have been a nightmare for the locals. Like, imagine trying to get home insurance must be a bit of an issue these days. Pretty much as soon as you get over the bridge, my story starts. That used to be called Shambles, and that very path there, where them two people are, is where I almost died. But the tale started in there, so let's go and have a look. First time I've been here since. And in fairness, I didn't remember being here the last time. So, as the story goes, as I was told, I walked into this alleyway to take a piss. So I went to take a piss. There was a lass sitting with a friend who was being sick, and she asked us not to, because her mate was already being sick, didn't want to watch me having a piss, which I agreed and said, aye, no bother. And I went to walk away, at which time the knacker jack who attacked us decided to play the big man. Told us I couldn't piss there. I said I'd already agreed not to. Anyway, we ended up walking back out to the main street. I only know this from the court, from being in court when he was, when the hearing was. Obviously I didn't remember any of it. But I've seen CCTV footage of when we were out at this part, and it was definitely here. Literally here. I've seen the footage, it looked like I was just, that way I was pissed. Yep, so this is where where my life nearly ended. Not really getting any weird feelings about it, like. Mainly because I didn't remember anything about it. Morpeth Record Fair. There's no way any members of Led Zeppelin are coming to Morpeth for a record fair, like. Anyhow, enough of the death talk. Let's have a look how the high street's surviving. Well, what a shocker. Actually, I'm a little bit surprised. Turkish barbers, aka money laundering business. Yeah, well, you know, we can only assume. Allegedly, I'll have to put that in case I'm took to court. W.H. Smith, I didn't even know they were still gone. Holland and Barrett. At least there's recognisable names, like. It's another charity shop. Independent looking art shop. Lateral art. The classic Greggs. A stable in every town and city and village and street corner. Looks like a nice little retail place. Quite nice, like. Waterstones, I thought they'd went under now. Still surviving in Morpeth. Maybe somebody bought them out, I don't know. This seems to be the cheaper end of the town. Oh, another barber shop. King Barbers. King Barbers. Well, that's only two that I've seen. I mean, the village I live in is about a quarter of a mile long and there's four. So, I mean, you know, an entire main centre of a town only having two is pretty impressive. Oh, hold on. I spoke too soon. There's another one. Jesus Christ, man. I always look proper fancy inside now. Where do they get the money just to start them? Well, yeah, now where they get it. Saving up all the pocket money. The bells. Still got an old school vibe to it, like an old British town. Hasn't lost its identity, which is nice to see. Is this how Americans picture all British villages and towns? I imagine this is what you think it's like. I guess it used to be like a century ago. Tiny little houses. I'm saying tiny, I bet they're massive inside. The houses they make these days are smaller than they did 100 years ago. Let's get a nice shot of the river here. Just literally on the way, as you come out the town centre, the river runs along, we just parallel to it, and very nice, peaceful walk along the river area. I've just seen two fish jump out the water, literally jump out, and then straight back in when I had the camera off. It's not going to happen now, is it? Some quacky ducks. There. I hope I picked that up there, like. Anyway, very nice area. There's a park over there. I'll not get over there because I used not with the camera. I'll end up on the Epstein Island files. But yeah, I remember I used to take the kids there when they were little. Bulls. This bridge erected by public subscription, 1925. R. Elliott Esquire. See, back then they give public some credit. It's paid for basically by public money. It was rebuilt in 1982, opened by William Elliott, who's obviously a relation, who's now an MP. It was public money who rebuilt it as well. However, give away a bit credit, man. Councillor. I've got to be honest, I bet you the original bridge looked better than this. The state of it. Rusting to bits. They didn't look safe to me, them, like. 46 years old, can it swim? Who would have thought? I tell you what, we had a could swim when I was a kid. And they reckon you never forget. I did. The Electrical Wizard. It's a Wetherspoons pub. I'm not sure what that's meant. It's like Elvis and Morrissey had a child and produced some bad art. Anyway, classic British fish and chip shop. It smells nice. If you've got smell-o-vision, you'll be able to smell it. Sambuca's restaurant, I've seen better days, like. Jesus. It's the only empty retail premises that I've seen in Morpeth, like. Fairly impressed, as I keep saying. I'm a sucker for a decent high street. The clock tower. Just done another circle here, like. It's definitely a smaller town than I remembered it. And you can literally walk around it in 15 minutes. Anyway, I'm back to Death Street. So let's go and have a Costa, because I've got a free one to use on the app. Overall, it's a really nice town. It's kind of like a small York. But one empty shop in the whole town, which compared to Gateshead, my hometown, is miraculous, really, like, considering there's like streets of empty shops doing there. So there's something, the council, hey, it's a money area, there's people with money in this area, like, but not all of them. But the council seem to be concentrating on keeping the place worth visiting, whereas even Newcastle Council, but certainly Gateshead Council, after visiting Gateshead, I was like, bloody hell. They're just letting the place die slowly, but they're not up here. So all in all, I like it, even though my history with it isn't great. Really decent, nice place. Anyway, thanks for having a look around Morpeth with us. Catch you on the next one. Take care.